take number 19 of this commentary. No, I'm just kidding. This is only like my 5th try. But anyways, this is MasterKiller915 bringing you another game of Modern Warfare 2. This is Domination on Scrapyard. This is one of the matches that, you know, in Domination where we just ignore our kill-death ratio. And, you know, just capture flags and play as a team. Domination on Scrapyard, not many tactics to it, really. You always want to try and, like, throw a grenade to your opposite flag. The opposite flag to you, like if you spawn on the A flag, you throw it to the C flag and vice versa, but obviously no one did that because they have C. So, you know, that's our first mistake. And then once you have the flags that you need or the flags that you want, you always want to have at least 2 people on each flag. Now that makes sense if you're playing 6-on-6 Domination, because, you know, 3 flags, 6 people, 2 on each flag. Makes sense, but already right now they have 2 flags, so as a clan we were actually trying to get some good games, like where we dominate the other team like completely, but at this point we actually thought that this wouldn't be a good game to post, but in the end it was a pretty good game. These games are pretty good examples of how people should play Domination. A lot of people do play Domination for the kill streaks and all, but of course we're playing in bare bones because we just love the fact that there's no kill streaks. It draws our attention away from having to shoot down kill streaks and hiding in buildings and worrying about, you know, stupid Harriers or chopper gunners, and puts more of the focus on the actual objective, which is capturing flags and playing as a team and winning. So, of course, bare bones, pretty good because there's no kill streaks. This team that we're playing, they were actually doing a good job of, you know, giving us a challenge and playing the objectives. Now, I believe they could have done better, but I think it's because they were a bunch of randoms that, you know, weren't communicating as much as we were with each other. That always seems to happen. Like, I don't like going into, you know, these objective game types without a party of people, because if you try and do this with a bunch of people that you just got, you know, thrown into when you join a game, that it gets pretty difficult to manage and organize a team to, you know, play the objective well. So that's probably a good tip, is if you're going to play an objective type game, try and go in with at least like 1 person or 2 other people that you know will play the objective and can listen to you. Not necessarily, you know, take orders from you, but if you have some input to say, like run to C or hide in the building by C or stuff like that, that they won't question it and they'll know why you're telling them that. It's not like they think everything that comes out of your mouth is garbage. You just need people that will work good with you, and from there it'll be easier to play this game. So anyways, it's already, what, 91-35. I think at this point our goal was to keep them under 55, but in the end that doesn't actually happen because we fail a bit, but it's still pretty good what we get. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm using the class that I'm using right now, which is the MG4 silenced with maybe an M9 as my secondary, and then I have Marathon Pro, Lightweight Pro, Steady Aim Pro. This was actually an idea that I was trying out for my Stupid Classes series. Before I actually start recording a Stupid Class episode in free-for-all, I usually go into game types and just try and see how it would do in battle. But after a while I finally realized that this class was a pretty good all-around class. Now, I wouldn't usually suggest rushing with a machine gun because that well, unless you want to go Rambo, then you can, but the practicality of it, not as much. But I realized that it was a good class because the silencer, not necessarily for its stealthiness, because everyone knows the MG4 silencer is retarded, as it doesn't hide you, on the mini map, but more, I guess, more or less because the silencer decreases muzzle flash, which that's always an issue I've had on on these guns, is that muzzle flash does annoy me. I realize it's there, that's how a gun works, but it just does annoy me, so that's why I like using silencers. One, for the stealthiness and, you know, decrease muzzle flash, and sometimes it does help with accuracy, but in this case it was just for muzzle flash and accuracy, because, you know, so that's the reason why I didn't use this for my stupid class episode, is because it was actually, I found it pretty good. I haven't used machine guns as much in Modern Warfare 2 as I did in Call of Duty 4, but in Call of Duty 4 the only machine gun I used was the RPD. But I don't know, in this game I could just never I could never get used to using machine gun. I did get used to using the AUG bar, but that's not actually machine gun. Technically, it's an Austrian assault rifle. At least that's what I've read on it. That's what I've read. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But for an actual machine gun, like one with a large ammo capacity and like that, I haven't figured out how to use the, you know, the MP, not the MP. What is that gun? I have no idea. But I have not figured out how to use the RPD correctly in this gun. This MG4 is probably the closest I've gotten to, you know, feeling good about using machine gun. The machine guns in this game just, I don't know, unusable for me. But anyways, this game is almost over. I figured that these domination things that people have asked for from here on out, it's probably just the enemy score is gonna get lower, if you get what I mean. Because this match we hold them out to what is that, 200 to 59? But from here on out it's gonna go lower than 59 and eventually get down to the lowest one I have recorded yet. But anyways, that is game. We finish at 200 to 59. I'm Master Killer 915, and I'll see you guys next time.